So, I've got to confess, I really don't like Undermine. And I think it shows on this channel, as I used to make like 2 WoW videos a week, and I haven't really made a WoW video in over a month now. The War Within really came out with a bang for me. I really enjoyed it. I joined a raiding guild for the first time in who knows how long, instead of just pugging my way through. I was mount farming, and I was enjoying all those aspects of the game that really brought me joy and were fun for me. I mean, I even made a video about how the love I thought I was losing for World of Warcraft came back when The War Within came out. In my opinion, World of Warcraft has always been at its best when old gods and Nerubians were involved. I mean, the Eastern Plaguelands, Stratholme, the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, and then the Nerubar Palace raid in The War Within. And then Undermine came out. At first, I was pretty stoked about it. It's a legendary, lore-heavy city that we've been rumored to get for a long time that we finally got in the game. I did the intro quest lines, I did the raid bosses, I learned how to use the in-game Mario Kart controls with the drive system, and then, well, none of it really hit the mark for me. My wife and I came to the conclusion together when talking about this that the zone and the raid are just too overstimulating. Moving faster than ever before on a turbo trike through a fairly small zone while 15 different NPCs in Jersey accents yell at me about what world quests I should do in their satirical corporate jargon. I mean, man, it's just overwhelming. I really enjoy the idea of a city that is small and has a lot of depth and a lot of verticality and buildings to go into, and Undermine does have that. But I'm really not staying too long in any building. I'm flying into and out of them on my turbo trike at 300 miles an hour, drifting up staircases, finishing world quests about how someone's rent is late because I got fired by Gallywix, and let me slow down. It's really not any of the individual parts of this season that I think are bad or rub me the wrong way. In truth, it's how they all come together. And don't get me wrong, the chaos and speed of goblins and goblin-heavy zones are fun. That's what makes them fun. Like if I could just Mario Kart around Undermine in peace, without sleazy jazz music blaring and without NPCs yelling at me, that would be great. I actually enjoy the driving mechanics, even though they're just a little too wonky sometimes. If I could just walk from building to building and then explore them and sit there for a while and understand the quests I'm doing, that would also be great. And if all the NPCs and bosses didn't always sound like they were yelling at me, I might be more inclined to listen to what they're saying. If the corporate satire showed up in appropriate moments and not literally every single interaction with a goblin you can possibly have, it would be funny and cute rather than just an annoying trope. Not to mention, we just went from a very serious storyline with Season 1 of The War Within and the Nerubians to this. It doesn't fit in. Similarly, with the raid bosses, the names are so insane that it was hard for me to keep track of at first. Styx Bunkjunker, Sprocketmonger Lockenstock. And that's without even considering the raid tuning itself, which was a little bit whack for a bit there. I mean, the 4th boss being the hardest and Gallywix, the final boss, being an easy disappointment. I mean, especially if we watched the Race to World first, it was underwhelming. Now pull all of that together in this high-octane, nitro-fueled zone that's popping off with world quests and rare mobs all the time, and for me it leads to overstimulation and motion sickness. Honestly, if the Undermine didn't feel like some wild left turn from the rest of the vibe we've had in the expansion so far, I might enjoy it more. It reminds me of that old saying, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, and wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. And Undermine is the tomato in the fruit salad of The War Within. I know, weird analogy. But the point is, I don't hate tomatoes by themselves. I don't hate goblins, and I find their storylines and zones fun, and they can fit in well in the World of Warcraft universe. And I don't hate each part of Undermine. I mean, hell, even the whole season really isn't bad. But the way that it got shoehorned in with everything else I was starting to enjoy about The War Within, the slow, immersive stuff, I decided to take a break from retail. In its place, I leveled a paladin to max in Season of Discovery, and I've actually really been enjoying it over there. Sure, I have my gripes about it, and maybe I'll talk about it later, but I really just can't bring myself right now to get back into retail WoW. Maybe the next patch will change that, or maybe I'll just have to wait it out until Season 3. So I guess that was my solution to the Undermine retail problem, was just hop on over to another version of World of Warcraft and keep playing. So yeah, Undermine isn't bad, but for me, it came at the exact wrong time with the exact wrong energy when I was finally falling to fall in love with World of Warcraft again, finally stopping to smell the peace bloom. Like I said, I'll probably be back to retail soon, but until then, I'm going to be playing the game where I enjoy playing the game. Honestly, let me know how you've been feeling about this season. Are you loving the chaos of the goblins and Undermine, or are you feeling burnt out? I really don't know where I stand amongst the broader player base, and I'm curious to know. Thanks everyone for watching, and take care.